What this woman did aboard the Titanic is purely horrifying. In 1912, as the Titanic embarked on its fateful voyage, a strange woman named Amanda Hugg boarded in Southampton. She was traveling alone, dressed in all black, and carried a single leather trunk. Amanda barely spoke to anyone, but rumors quickly spread among the first-class passengers. Some claimed she was a witch. Others said she was a soothsayer. On the night of April 14th, a steward claimed he saw Amanda standing on the deck, staring into the freezing Atlantic. When he asked if she needed anything, she simply said, "We won't make it." Hours later, tragedy struck. The iceberg tore through the Titanic's hull. As chaos erupted, Amanda was seen calmly moving through the panicked crowds. Survivors later swore that she didn't board any lifeboat, but was still spotted in different parts of the ship, whispering to frightened passengers. When the Carpathia rescued the survivors, a crewman brought aboard Amanda's leather trunk, which was found floating among the wreckage. But here's the chilling part. When they opened it, they found photographs of all the survivors of the tragic incident. Her name didn't appear on the passenger manifest, and no one on the rescue ship remembered seeing her after the sinking. Years later, Amanda was seen near the Twin Towers on September 2001.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Another one over here? What are those?
This is 100% true story that happened to a woman in Madison, Wisconsin. Now, there was this woman named Sherry who moved into this house with her 2 children in Madison, Wisconsin. Now, she said, at the time she didn't believe in anything supernatural. She really thought that was a bunch of nonsense. But she said, right away when they moved in, she would notice, out of the corner of her eye, sometimes shadows moving across the walls. She would hear strange noises that she couldn't explain. But she said for the most part, it was just a normal house. One night, she's upstairs in her bedroom and she's folding laundry. She hears talking coming from her son's room. So she makes her way over to his room. The door's closed. And she hears her son having a full-on conversation with someone. And she's like, who is he talking to, at 12:30 at night? So she opens the door, and when she looks in his room, he is not in his bed. So she starts yelling for him. She looks down and sees him next to the side of his bed, on his knees, crouched down, with his head under the bed, talking to someone. And she's like, hey, who are you talking to? Like, who's under there? And her son's like, I can't tell you. And she said, what do you mean you can't tell me? Like, who's under the bed? And he's like, I can't say. He'll get mad. And she's like, what? Who's under there? So she runs over to the bed and she looks underneath there. It's empty. There's nothing under there. So she's like, you know what? Just get back in bed. Like, just stop, doing whatever you're doing. Several weeks pass, and like on a regular basis, she keeps finding her son talking to someone under the bed, except there's no one there. So after a few weeks of this happening, she thinks maybe something is wrong with her son. So she takes him to this child therapist. The therapist assesses him and says, he seems completely fine. It's probably just his imagination. So several months pass and he keeps on doing this. Well, one day she's sitting down in the living room with him and they're talking when she notices he has some scratches and bruises all over his body. And she's like, where did you get those scratches and bruises from? What's going on? And he's like, I can't say, I can't tell you. And she's like, yes, you have to tell me, what is going on with you? And finally he breaks down and he starts crying and stuff. And he just starts freaking out. And then he runs up to his room. So the mom, at this time is like, I don't know what to do. What is going on with my son? She's just panicking. Later that night, she's awoken to her son screaming in his bedroom. She runs as fast as she can. She goes in his room. She finds him halfway underneath the bed. He's grabbing onto the bed frame, and it looks like something is pulling him under the bed. So she immediately grabs him, pulls him out from under the bed. She looks under there. There's no one there. So she's like, you know what? This is weird. You're sleeping with me tonight. You're going to be in bed with me tonight. So they go back to her bedroom. He lays down. He falls asleep. She's sitting in bed. She can't sleep. She's freaked out about this whole situation. When all of a sudden she hears, shh, hey, come under the bed. And she's like, what? She looks over. Her son is sleeping. But then once again she hears, hey, come here, under the bed. I need to talk to you. And it's like a man's voice. And she's like, no, who are you? Go away. And the man's like, come on, get under the bed. I need to tell you something. And she's like, no, I'm not going under the bed. And she said this man, whoever he was, just started yelling obscenities and getting really angry. So she grabs her son. They get out of the house. And she said she left that night and never went back. And still to this day, that house sits there. And she said she's talked to the neighbors, and they said since she's moved, several families have lived there, and they move out immediately.
Oh, shit! A ghost!
Dude, I hate working night shift. They got me cleaning up all this broken glass.
Mom, what's wrong?
Hey!
Kira ya 1, 2, 3 gitu ya.
Ya, Mak. Mama hijau, Mama. Ma, cepet, Ma, cepet, Ma.
No te pases de lanza, güey.
Oh my god, we have a fairy. We have a fairy. Don't kill it, it's a fairy. It's a fairy. But why is that weird shit?
I have a question. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Right? It's got like little wings or whatever. I saw it. I thought it was like a flower petal, but clearly it's not.
It's the spot. It's the spot. Nah, come back out. Look, why they be peeking like that? Peeking. Alright, so look, let me know.
Oh my god. Holy shit. That's the smelly guy. That's the smelly guy. And I just looked at him. Just looked at him. You know what? Wait. What the? I think he's heading to the front of that house. I gotta tell the guys. Michelle, where are you? Do you think my downstairs still watching you? Do you think my downstairs still watching you? You're not gonna believe this. I saw the smiling man. Get out. Let's go. Get that.
ये जमीन के अंदर से आवाज आ रही है, वहीं से आवाज आ रही है। क्यों 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 क्या हुआ? हाथ पे खड़ा क्या? हाथ पे खड़ा क्या? ना कर क्या यहाँ पर यार ऐसा कोई चीज है? यहाँ से आवाज आ रही है, कहाँ से? ये नोट करो इधर है। हाँ हाथ पकड़ लगी है। हाँ हाथ पकड़ने लगा क्या? हाँ हाथ पकड़ने लगा। यहाँ से आवाज, वहाँ से आवाज। What are you? Stop!